open that window too, real quick, just so there's a little bit more light in here. What do I want to start off with? Okay, since it's still Cancer season, we're going to start off with the moon card. The moon. Hi, welcome. All right, where is my notebook? Oh, here it is. So we can write down what we get. Give me 1 second, babe. Hi, everyone. We're going to see what's going on with the 444s. Anybody else has been seeing them like crazy like me? That's what we're doing. We're getting ready to jump into that. See what we got. How's everyone doing? Excuse me. All right, 444. Let's see. All right, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, let's please words. Okay. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I ask that you come through for a clear message. I ask that you open my ears to the wisdom that you have bestowed to me, that it may flow through me and out to the other ears, who are receptive among this collective, so that it may be understood and used for them to align with their highest timeline. Alright, so since it is still Cancer season, we're going to start with the Moonology deck. Alright, and what do you have to say about this 444 that this collective is seeing? Oh, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Then we have a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. And also your commitment is being tested. The first quarter moon. All right, so don't let pride get in your way. The full moon in Leo. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. And your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Okay, so immediately I am looking at this. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the book, The Mountain Is You. The mountain would be very strong. It's a mountain, obviously, just like the Leo. Full of, strength, full energy, solar energy, bright pride. And they have egos. I am a Leo moon, so I do have a little bit of a, but the point is, don't let your ego get in your way. The mountain is you. Moving forward, this energy that we are among this collective, if you have been feeling the shift and starting to feel like if now is the time for you to, I don't want to say well, yes, maybe level up. I'm hearing Sierra's level up. Level up, level up, level up. If you are feeling that now this is the time that you want to level up, but maybe there's some kind of hesitation there for whatever reason, don't let your pride get in your way, okay? This is the time for you to step into your next timeline, your next level up. This is the time for you to do that. Okay, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I'm also a Virgo. New moon, we have new energy. We are looking inside. This is a time where we want to manifest and sort of, look deep inside of ourselves. And now it's like, are you ready? Are you ready to take this next step? The mountain is you. Are you ready? Are you ready to move out of your own way to put in whatever work it is that you need to do to get into the next timeline? A time to give rather than to take. Or are you willing to give it a shot, or take a step back and watch it pass? Are you ready to give yourself, another chance? Your commitment is being tested. This is a test for you. The universe has been pretty much screaming, hey, look at what you have going on. Where are you going to be in 3 months? Where are you going to be in 6 months? Where are you going to be in 1 year? Where were you 3 months ago? Where were you 6 months ago? Where were you 1 year ago? Are you moving forward? Are you standing still? Are you doing whatever it is that you need to do to move, forward, move on, and level up? What is it that you are doing? What steps is it that you are taking? So right now the universe is saying your commitment is being tested. Are you ready to move to the next level? Don't let your pride get in your way. Whatever hesitation it is that you have, it's time to get that out of the way. I'm trying to think of the song. Fight song This is my fight song. Take back my life song. No, I'm all right song. That's what it is. This is your time for you to take control over, you know, what it is that you want to change. What it is that you want to create, you know? Right. Alright. Now we are on the Working Your Light deck. Alright, Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle at the back of the deck. So this is saying, you know, you're growing. You're blooming. This one, she sort of looks like she's an angel on here, actually. Like she has wings. But she's coming up out of this cavern. It's almost giving the same kind of energy like, what is that movie? Atlantis? Journey to Atlantis? Where she like awakened her power. And, you know, I don't like the whole necklace thing. That's what this is giving. This is you growing and awakening your power. Your vibration is rising. Okay. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? With so many hands in the pot. So we're saying, since, okay, if you decide that you want to move into this next step of your life, say you decide, okay, I am moving to this next step of our life. Not even if. We are deciding to move to this next step of our life. But we also need to establish better boundaries, collective, okay? There may be people who will be reaching out just to see what they can get away with. And you see how she has her hands out like this? She's saying, I'm back up. Back up. You can't get back. Get back. You don't know me like that. That's what she's saying. Because you're not the same person. You can get back. That's what she's saying. We're growing and we're moving into different timelines. We are thinking, you know, we're, I wanted to say we're playing chess. But, like, we're playing chess and they're playing, I don't know, marbles. You know, like, it's not the same game. It's not the same game here. Okay? Next card. In reverse, Soul Family. Calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone in reverse. So this is saying, you know, maybe you feel like amongst the collective, you feel like maybe you're not aligning with certain people. And there's a reason for that. You know, when you close one door, another door opens. And that may be the same thing with the Soul Family. You have to get the people who are not meant to be sitting at the table, they have to go. And then your new people will be able to sit down at your table. But with that comes establishing better boundaries. Absolutely. Starseed, what lights you up? What lights you up? What is going to, say you're at that fork in the road in life, where you're deciding, well, this is the fork in the road in life. Let's not say that you're at that fork in the road in life, where you're deciding, what is it that is making me, what is it that's pushing me? What is it that is giving me drive? You know, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? And it's like, are you going to continue to stay on the same hamster wheel, doing the same things? Or are you going to go answer the questions that you need to, or want to answer? You know, otherwise they're just going to continue to nag. Are you going to go on that mission, 1616 on the timer? Are you going to go and fulfill that mission? Go on that adventure. Go on that adventure. Remember on Lord of the Rings? I don't know if everybody's a big Lord of the Rings fan. I am a Lord of the Rings fan. They asked Bilbo, where are you going? I'm going on an adventure. Go on that adventure. Go on that adventure. That is what the universe is saying right now. Go on that adventure. Establish those boundaries. Remove the people that are not meant to be around you. Remove them out of the way so that you will be able to find the people that are meant to be there. Let's do a spirit-led message and see what it says. I don't really use these that often, but what do we have here? The work you put in is paying off. The work you put in is paying off. So if you're looking at the 444s, that's what you need to know. That's what the angels are saying. The work you put in is paying off right now. You know, you're not just going through it. You're not crazy. It's you know, it's when you continue to put out positivity, it has to come back. It has to come back in some kind of form or fashion. That is one of the laws of the universe. You know, not exactly in those words, but if you, in those specific words, but if you know anything about the laws of the universe, then you'll understand exactly what it is that I mean. 2 cards jumped out. A protection spell is needed for this situation. You're cursed in reverse. So people are trying to throw you off your game, but you're protected. Watch your words. Okay? Watch your words. Okay? Because words are spells. If people, a lot of people don't understand that, but you have to watch what it is that you say. Because, again, what you put out will come back. So you got to make sure, you know, you are putting out the positivity. Even if you're frustrated, you know, there's always, my cousin told me about another person that is, they're always a breath of fresh air. And I just would have never thought that, because to use those words about this person, because they're the farthest thing from a breath of fresh air. They're the farthest thing. But what you put out, you know, you gotta watch what you say. You know, you gotta watch what you say. Gotta watch what you say. But the hard work is paying off. Absolutely. All right. Let's see what the... Yeah, let's look at the abundance deck. The abundance oracle deck. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay. These ones don't want to be shuffled this way. That's fine. 2020 on a timer. I didn't write these numbers down. That's what I meant to do. And 16, 16. There we go. All right. Oops. All right. What do you have to say about these 444s? Clean energy food. When you fuel your body with healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So you need to be eating better, or you will be eating better. You know? When everything comes in for you, if you're not eating better right now, you will be. Okay? Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. This is true. This is true. Sometimes clutter is a reflection of what's going on in here. So, if you gotta take some stuff out, 2244. Okay. Sometimes you gotta, you know, remove things. Start over. You know, take it out. Just like your thoughts, you know. Savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus on your life's purpose. So this came out in reverse. So if you're not good with delegating money, start to educate yourself more on delegating money, because that will definitely help in the future. Having, a account. Maybe you have a household bill account, and then you have a grocery account, and then you have a, I don't know, dog food account, whatever it is that you have that is just an expense, like a huge expense monthly. If you have it just to go there, especially if you have a grocery food one versus your bills, that definitely helps if you have that. Okay, employment change. Oh, I've seen this in a lot of different collectives, which is very crazy. A lot of this that's coming out, I have seen in a lot of different collectives where employment changes come up. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life's purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So that's huge. New career paths, new opportunities. And you're supported by the universe. That's great. What about in love? If anybody has anything. And do the Romance Angels deck. That's really like the only love deck that I have for real at this point. Alright, what do we have? Worth waiting for in reverse. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, when this is saying love, this is not only romantic. This is platonic. This could be business, any kind of, you know, connection. That is meant to be either a reason or a season. Maybe you feel as if you're not going to make whatever new connection it is that you are trying to make, where you're like, why can't I? That's going to happen. It is going to come in for you in a way maybe you're not even sure how it will come in, but it is going to come in. So don't doubt it. Don't doubt that at all. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. Also, somebody's going on a trip, you know, a new connection. That's what's up. Or even in your own love life that you already have established, if you are in a relationship, if you're single, any of those, well, not single, but maybe you're going into a new, even like a new business trip, something like that, you know. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear energy in reverse. So whoever's not supposed to come, they're not coming. It's hard stopping. Hard stopping. Especially remember the boundaries that came up earlier. It's a hard stop on this, you know. But that's good for a new relationship. All right. Let's see. Let's pull this. I feel like this is good. And then we can close out. Oh yeah, let me do a little tarot at the end. Let's see what we got. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. So be ready. New opportunity, new person, new connection. Don't bring previous you know, you have your previous hesitations, but recognize at the same time people are different. We are here, we are elevated enough to know if there's any kind of pattern that we have to be aware of. So if you don't see the pattern, trust your gut. Open your heart up, okay? But if you see the pattern, they're a gold digger. They want something. They want something. Out of there. Out of there. We don't want it. Okay? Alright, let's see what the tarot has. And then we can close out. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. What does the tarot say about this 444? And we're going to pull 4 cards. Anybody else has lost ones by Lauryn Hill stuck in their head? 4 days, I'm trying to say. Alright, let's pull 3, 4. Alright. So we got the 2 of Swords in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool card. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So immediately the 3rd card is the Fool card, who is standing upright. He is ready for his new beginning, ready for his new endeavor. And because he is the 3rd card, I am looking at this as you, collective. This is you, collective. You know, 1 plus 1 can equal 3. You know, 1 duality, and then 3 creation. He's standing with full optimism in his power, ready to take on whatever it is that, what is the word? He's in wonder, you know, and you know when they just are in the movies and they're like, that's what he's like. That is you, collective. Despite, you know, this 2 of Swords in reverse, where you were unsure, you kind of stuck in your own mind, you know, even, you know, even though, you know, you didn't have to be that stuck in your mind, because you were aware of the patterns. You know, we had this calm in the background. This person has, you put your blindfold on yourself. You know what I mean? You sat here in this chair to sit in meditation. You took up your swords, you know, to sit and tap into your senses. When they say you go silent, you lose one sense, your other sense gets stronger. And that's what you did. So 3333 on the timer. When that's what you did, and you sat in meditation and in contemplation, and you looked at yourself in the mirror, you did some real deep soul searching. You realized, and that's when your card flipped over, you recognized certain patterns. And when you recognize certain patterns, you had certain you started to become aware of certain things. And all of these things you realize were not good for you. So then there became the internal battle. The internal battle between the Fool card and you in that 2 of Swords in reverse energy. I can't all the time and be ready if I am in this energy where I'm not sure if these things are going to weigh me down. So then you decided, okay, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to take control over what's going on, and I'm going to slice whatever it is that I need to slice out so that I can get myself in this full energy. while in this Two of Reverse energy, Two of Swords reverse energy, you also realize that the Ten of Pentacles, which you know is promised to you, somehow you're not, how are you going to get there? Because you realize in this Two of Swords in reverse energy, you can't water dead plants, or you're wasting your water. If you are, you know, if you're trying to water a dead plant, you're realizing you're wasting water, you know. You realize, actually, or you realize that's not even a plant. That's a rock. And you realize you're trying to grow a tree, and it's not a seed, it's a rock. It's a stone. And this is what you realize in this Two of Swords energy. You're like, I can't, how am I supposed to get to this, which I know is promised to me? You're realizing it's not working. So again, you sat in this Two of Swords energy and you contemplated. You sat in yourself and you looked at yourself and you said, I'm aware of what this is now. I have to take control of what this is now, and this is not going to lead me to where I'm going to be. So I have to cut this off. And you step back in full control of your Two of Swords energy, because you realize that will bring you right back to your full energy, where you're ready to take on the day and ready to grow and move forward. With the fourth card being the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This I look at as not a fear of the unknown, of what is going to happen when you reach that next level up. More so of the endless possibilities, because you're just not sure what are the possibilities. You know, upright, we have our Two of Pentacles, and he's juggling his pentacles. You know, there's a rocky storm. Maybe, you know, he has to make this decision to go left, right. You know, it's already predestined. But because we're stepping into a new timeline, because we're hopping off of the hamster wheel, and we're choosing to take control over, you know, where we are, our destiny. We're you know, choosing to say, okay, you know what, I'm ready to step into my power. I'm ready to be who I am. I know who I am. I know that this does not work for me. And I know that, look, cheetah girls, remember, I don't want to be like Cinderella, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I'd rather rescue myself. And that's where you're at. In this full event, this full energy, I'm going to rescue myself. And even though I don't know what is going to happen moving forward, I'm still confident in myself. I still believe in myself. I will prove it to myself that I can still go out there and do it. Okay? You know you have this Ten of Pentacles energy already promised to you. You know when you have, you know who's deserving of your energy. You know who's not deserving of your energy. You know what is a good investment. You know what is not a good investment, because you've learned this lesson. And you've been learning this lesson. That's why when you're now in this, we're in this position now with this retrograde, where we're all like, it's time for me to do it. It's my time. It's time for me to take control. It's time for me to step fully into this full energy for the next phase of my life. I feel like something is on my nose. For the next phase of my life. I'm ready. I'm full of wonder. You're full of wonder. You're like, what else is out there for me? Because this is not it. There must be more than this provincial life. Like Belle from 40/40 on a timer. Catching numbers. Like Belle on Sleeping Beauty. Not Sleeping Beauty. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. That's where we're like, we're stepping into our full energy. Alright, guys. So again, let me call these numbers back. It was 1616, 2244, 3333, and 4040. Alright. So thank you for joining me for this reading. For anybody who has been seeing the 444s, okay? All right. You have a great rest of your day. Love you guys.